All right, guys, hello, checking back in. This is the script demonstration video. It's shortly before 9 o'clock on Friday, April 24th, 2026. I've made a couple of updates and upgrades to the script, so performance should be much tighter than it's been over the last couple of days. We do have some good action here unfolding with some news headlines. We got some moves in gold, got some crude oil activity, and of course, the stock market is getting a little jittery here on the all-time highs. So let me minimize this. Let's check in real fast. We got a gold buy signal here at 47.25. The initial buy signal was right about here when the market came off of the 47.05 area low that it put in right around cash open here. So the market is re-engaging to the upside. It's going after the resistance here at 47.30, which was the support that we broke the other day. So the gold is definitely trying to stabilize here in this area. It has been showing weakness for the last couple of weeks. And we'll see what happens here. We're getting some activity in NASDAQ. NASDAQ was negative. I had a nice short trade here. I took a bunch of profits. The script got out on trail, so now I'm waiting for my next spot to sell near 27213. Here is the candle picture of NASDAQ. We're going down. The volatility envelope is providing resistance. We're working with about a 70-80 handle wave area here up and down. This is the previous day's high at 27155 area. So we're getting some support here from some trend following buyers. Momentum is negative. We're coming into support, so we're going to get some two-sided trading here. Crude oil had obviously a little bit of a break here due to the news headline. I covered this in the morning report earlier, and we came off of that low pretty solidly, hit a high of 96.40, and we're trying to re-engage the downside, but it's not working too well. So I'm looking for a buy signal here. I have a short crude. That's wrong. Hopefully we'll be stopped out of that soon. I've got a long gold trade. We'll see what happens here. My results so far today, good in NASDAQ, bad in gold, and about steady in crude. So let's see what is actually, I'm sorry, let's see what's going on here with this NASDAQ here at 27220 area. So it looks like I sold 27203 on the reversal back down. I tried to sell higher, but the market moved too fast. Let me turn this off. You can see more of the screen here. Got the re-engagement to the downside here in NASDAQ. So we briefly went not negative, and now we're right back to negative. Let's see where I place my stop loss. My stop loss is at 43. So envelopes are wide here. So I'm placing a stop at about 40 points. My first target's coming in at 54, 30 points lower. Let's check my orders working here. All right, looks like I'm caught up, back in sync. Got the right trade on in NASDAQ, got the right trade on in gold. Temporarily have the right trade on in crude. I don't think this is going to work out, but I'm going to let the script trade. I'm not touching it. And see what happens here. Almost to my target here in NASDAQ, almost. I'm moving this order up now, so I got close enough to my target, but I didn't quite get there. So this thing is going to move my target up. All right, immediate 30, 35 handle reversal out of the target area. Action here is definitely more fast and furious than it's been over the last couple of days. All right, I got my first target in gold. I got two left. Working another one here at 41. Crude oil starting to roll negative here again, so I was not stopped out of the crude. It was a matter of time before this gold started to rally on its own, regardless of what the picture is. It's been getting beat up pretty good. Now I'm on a trail in the gold 47.33 area, so I'm going to chase the market up as I try and get my next target. I'm hoping that I can scramble out of this NASDAQ. Not looking forward to taking a loss on this trade. I got a good trade. I almost hit my target, but just it didn't quite get there. At least if the market reverses, I got two targets off in gold. That'll offset some of the loss that I had earlier. I was down about 900 in the gold. And there goes the reversal in crude. NASDAQ turns down again. Action is fast and furious. We're doing the rush this morning where we rush 10, 20, 30, 40 points all at once. Pretty tense moment here in the market for me. Almost stopped out of this NASDAQ trade. Well, what is this market going to do here? Crude is threatening to trade lower. NASDAQ seems intent on trading higher. What gives? Okay, there we go. NASDAQ finally reversed positive. A signal indication higher here, 27235, 40 area. Gold continuing to run. Up about $26 in gold. Ratcheting that stop. Almost got stopped out. Gonna hit my last target here pretty soon. Okay, I exited the gold. Still down about 400. Let's take a moment to reset my gold script here. I bought way high in this NASDAQ move. Don't have very good trade location. Usually buying the high is good in a momentum environment, but not right now. I got rid of two right there. It doesn't like the trade, so it got rid of some of these contracts here. And I get right back in on the first reversal. Crude oil reversed about 50 cents real quick. Still impossible to tell what's happening here. Is the market going up and crude going down, or is it just setting up to roll the other way? Good thing I got out of that gold trade. Gold reversed quick. It's definitely choppy here in NASDAQ. This sell frame was good, so I had multiple sell trades here that converted. So the machine handled this pretty well, and now we're flipping the other way and starting to buy. So I got to be patient here. Looks like we found support at the R1 and the previous day's high, so we got some trend following buyers in here. Technical buyers buying NASDAQ. Got some technical buying in gold, the Globex opening range, the Asia opening range. That's what this blue rectangle is. Haven't hit the resistance yet. 47.60 is our first resistance in gold. Finally got some volatility going up. The ATR over the last 10 or 15 minutes is 12 with a median of 9 over the last couple of days. So volatility slightly upticking here. That's a good sign. Crude oil really thrashing in here. Still didn't go positive. Almost went no confidence in the bear whatsoever, but came right back. So this is definitely the pivotal area here. I can see from the weights shifting around that the machine is sensitive to these prices. All right, looks like NASDAQ is getting the short signal here. Sold 92.5 3 times. I'm going to place my stop at 33. Here's the official locked in sell. You can see the market starting to pick up in activity here. I'm not the only one that's detecting some bearish presence. Looks like the bear just wandered into the campsite and is going after all of the barbecue materials that we made for lunch and dinner. All right, that was quick. 50-point move out of nowhere. All right, here we go. NASDAQ is on a long signal again from 27245. First target at 27304. Stop loss at 27206. Crude oil starting to trade down, still short. Still long the gold, 47.42, looking for 55s. All right, so the NASDAQ starting to gain some buying strength here as it approaches the high again. I'm working 27304s. Hopefully I will get filled and get another target before it reverses again. Looks like I just reduced my risk here. That's always good. All right, so it looks like I adjusted my order here from 04 down to 98. We got close, but not quite there yet. Okay, there's the 98s. I got 2 left. Still trying to figure out what's going on with this crude oil trade. Gold is not moving at all. 47.42. Had this trade on for about 30 minutes now. Pretty unclear what's happening. Stock market's pushing higher. Crude oil's holding, threatening to go lower, but can't do it. All right, so it looks like gold is rolling negative here. The script got rid of the long for a small loss and now sold 3. So now we're short here, 47.38.5. Stop loss working at 48. First target at 26. Crude oil now rallying. Finally. Couldn't go lower. Now rallying. All right, so finally out of that crude oil trade, crude oil total loss on the day 200. NASDAQ up a couple hundred, gave a lot of it back. Gold pretty steady, was down a lot, down about 400 or 500 right now. Waiting for the crude oil to go positive here. Still on this NASDAQ trade. Now the NASDAQ is really starting to thicken up here on the high. We're getting a compression of the range and obviously lots of buying going on here. We'll see if crude oil predicts positive or not. Okay, there goes the gold. It got rid of the 2 out of the 3 that it was short. The signal's not confirming. It went negative. Now it's starting to reverse above the signal area, so that's why we get out of 2. We'll sell them back on the first reversal back down. Okay, there's their first reversal back down in the direction of the original signal in gold. So we put the 2 back on at a total of 3. Definitely some kind of program buying going on here in NASDAQ. All of a sudden, the market is locked in an extraordinarily tight range and pushing towards the high. All right, I got rid of another NASDAQ here, 27310 area, 1 left. Machines lost all confidence in the bull for the gold. Machine is not confident in the bear for crude oil. We're waiting for the confirmation positive to get in. Might enter around 95.85, 95.90 area. All right, so it looks like I'm moving the trail in NASDAQ now. I'm going to chase the market up, trailing by about 34, 35 points. Should hit my third target pretty soon. It's a pretty decent NASDAQ trade that took a while to unfold. I think I had about 3 or 4 losers in a row before I picked up another winner. So still slightly positive on the day in NASDAQ, but definitely gave back a good chunk. All right, so the crude entered the market here long 95.60, about where I had my stop loss for the short trade. I got in on 2, so I'm waiting for the other half of the bet. There's a preemptive bet for half right here as we get warm to the positive signal. On the confirmation of the positive signal, I'll get in on 2 more and go to 4. Looks like I'm risking about 55 ticks. Gold starting to trade lower here. 47.35. I'm still got the shorts on from 39. Stops at 48. First target at 27. Barely in NASDAQ. Still working the trailing stop. Crude definitely has room to go to the upside. Trying to get back to 97.50 where we fell off from early this morning at about 5 o'clock on the Peace Talk News headline. Gold solidly negative. Waiting for the market to decide. All right, so crude reversed again, got stopped out of the 2, and now I'm short full size on the confirmation of the signal down. Same trade on as before, 95.07. NASDAQ still moving higher. Waiting for the gold to decide. All right, looks like I got out of 2 right there. It doesn't like the short. Reversal above the short signal area now, so I got rid of 2. Okay, there's the conclusion of the NASDAQ trade out of the trailing stop. Reset NASDAQ, waiting for the next signal. Market's locked in a drift near the high. It's Friday, so usually the trend, once it's been established after the morning session, will usually persist well into the afternoon. There is the reversal back down in crude. So we're going to put the 2 that we got out of shortly ago, we're going to put those back on. Little position size management adjustment there. Trying to prevent full losses on full size on bad signals. Gold solidly. All right, so now the market is starting to move a little bit. Crude oil going straight down. Gold reversed hard. I'm chasing the market down with my trailing stop here in crude. So 160 on the move so far. Looks like I took another target in crude. I did not get another buy signal in NASDAQ. One left in crude. Definitely some news headlines just came out about the war. We'll read about it later. Crude went from 95.10 on a 200 tick move in less than 2 minutes now. 93s or last. Okay, out of that crude oil trade, excellent. What did I just do right there in crude? I made about $400. Was down about 300 going in. So now I'm slightly positive in crude oil, positive in NASDAQ, no re-entry here on the buy. You can see these yellow bars, a flurry of activity, all the prices print all at once. Now I'm long the gold again. Multiple whipsaws in gold, choppy action in crude, choppy action in NASDAQ. Overall performance not that great, but still not that bad. Gold remains the problematic instrument today with just a lot of whipsaw up and down. Nothing really to do here. This is a good place to stop the video. That was a news headline that we caught. I'm going to edit the video and upload it to YouTube and shorten it for content because it took a couple hours for these trades to play out. So it should be up soon, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.